Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time to move on to the second film in the two Taoist Tales, which is The Young Taoism Fighter, which came out in 1986, and I was expecting, well, I'm not too sure, because these films tend to be absolutely nuts and crazy, until this one, which is much more reserved and doesn't feel like it fits into the medical fighter, Taoism drunkard idea of what goes on. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not good, it's just not as absolutely batshit crazy as the other ones. Now, here we have a young man, cheung-yan, who is trying to learn the yin-yang style of fighting, but he's a bit of a screw-up. He loves practical jokes, which, to be honest, are kind of funny, and he likes to just mess about and practice kung fu when he can squeeze it into his busy schedule. And he is desperate to learn the yin-yang style. One point, his master imbues him with this power when something happens that I don't want to spoil, and he then learns this ability, and it's basically like being able to create shadow versions of yourself, little see-through ghost versions of yourself, which can help you out in situations, which leads to some fun shenanigans later on. But the problem with Young Taoism Fighter is it's kind of meandering plot. It's jokey and it kind of jumps from one scenario to the next without adding anything real meat to the skeleton of the story in this one. But it was fun. It was kind of engaging. It was interesting to see these characters. It does have some moments of just complete WTF with the talking turtle, with the severed limbs at the end that then fight the bad guy, which, to be honest, was the kind of craziness I was hoping for, and when that arrives on screen, it is terrific. But for the most part, it feels kind of by the numbers at the start. You know, a young man wanting to learn his craft, but a little bit wayward in his ways, and has to be drawn back in, and ultimately given this power that makes him stand up, take accountability for his actions. It's kind of fun, but kind of forgettable at the same time. A lot of the actors do pretty good stuff here, and like I said, some of the practical jokes at the start are really kind of funny, like when his master says to him one point, "I'll believe that when my hair starts to grow back," and he creates this hair growing potion just so he can prove his master wrong. The fighting is pretty great. When we get to the action, it can be fun, it can be engaging, it's very warrior fu and acrobatic and sometimes silly, but it's funny to watch. It's engaging, and I had a good time spending it with these characters and watching them do the thing. Although not as crazy and maybe not as fulfilling as some of the other films in the Medical Fighter series. Let's have a jump into the disc and see what extras there are in the disc for The Young Taoism Fighter. As you can see here, we've got the original Cantonese mono audio. We have it with an English dubbed mono audio. Commentary by Frank Jeng. Commentary by Mike Leader and Arn Venema. In the special features, we have James Mudge on The Young Taoism Fighter. This is 10 minutes 35 seconds. He talks, amongst other things, about the kind of lack of box office success, how this was a much more comedic movie, and still as absolutely crazy as the rest of the kind of Medical Fighter films. There is no theatrical trailer. Also included in this set is a 28-page booklet with 2 essays, Return of the Medical Fighters and Flying Kicks and Thunder Magic, which is a terrific read as well. And that's the extras for The Young Taoism Fighter. There we have it, the second part of the two Taoist Tales, The Young Taoism Fighter. is decent. It's a good film. Taoism Drunkard is my favourite because it's just so crazy and off the wall. I would love to know your thoughts on this film and if there is any other in this series that I should check out. So let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Can't wait to read your comments. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership programme, manvfilm.com. Always how much you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.